Hey internet, what's happening? Andy Sins about to fill a whole coffee mug full to the brim of bias, walk around your apartment and or home, allowing it to drip and dribble all over the floor in the form of a record review. Southern California is where our finger lands on the globe to discuss today's totally biased record review, and we're doing so with a band called Chico. These folks have been active since sometime in 2018. This record is actually their first full length, and they've released it with New Morality Zine. Came out this past Friday, August the 14th, 2026. And there's some stuff going on here, Sound Union. It's got the driving, punchy, melody-driven character of power pop. It's the rapid-fire edginess that gives punk its spark. There's a breakdown moment here and there that might leave one to believe that we're fucking with a hardcore record. And there's some ambient sort of like shoegaze elements as well. Call it what you want. I'm not really sure that fucking matters. Regardless, it all works well together, quite effectively, I might add. I go on and on about the bass guitar on this channel. I am a bass head. I pretend to play a little bit myself, and I just love how it comes out on this record. There's sort of a nasally prominence to it, and it really stands out sonically. Definitely a highlight aspect for me. The vocals here are relatively interesting as well. There's definitely an aggressive element, a power, if you will, almost manifesting, I guess, in like a shout. I guess you could say, but there's a clarity to it as well, and it shines in the mix. There is some level of like distortion there. Really interesting. I'd liken it to like Ian from Military Gun, or Brian from Deathlands, that kind of stuff. And you know, that's not to say like it's the same. I just those are the things that I think of. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, I mean, this record is very cool. Something to marvel at, so to speak. Standout tracks. The tracks that really do this record justice. There's a song called Too Late. The fucking guitars on this thing are rad as hell. There's like some really cool pinch harmonic stuff happening. The song has got some real march to it at the end. And there's a badass little breakdown as well too, which I can always appreciate. There's another song called Blur. And this is another total axe fest, in my opinion. There's some real beef to these riffs. There's a cool little guitar solo happening there. The drums really thunder along on this one as well too. You gotta love a good rhythm section, people, you know, and I think Chico definitely has that. There's also a song called Doubt It, which I'm basically calling power pop on steroids. I love the splash, the snap of the drums, some cool guitar effects in terms of feedback, in terms of some distortion happening there as well too. Honestly, there's a bunch of good songs on this record. It's just like those are the ones that kind of stood out to me. There was one other one I was going to mention too, but I can't remember the fucking name. This album, this self-titled album from Chico, again came out on August 14th, 2026 on New Morality Zine. It really tickled the dopamine receptors for me. I took zero issue in repeating it several times over. From a union spectrum voting perspective, 4 out of 5 union tallies, no problem. I did happen to notice that Chico has some Western United States show spots coming up with Deathlands, so that's happening late in September. I believe that it's starting in Texas, making its way up California. At least I think that was where they were headed. But get out and show them some love if you can, because I think, clearly this is a band that you're going to be seeing more of. So yeah, Chico, self-titled, New Morality zine. Please go have a look at it. Very cool. The State of the Sound Union, definitely rooting for these guys. And as always, guys, thanks for coming by. Thanks for listening to me fucking yammer on. Most importantly, take care of each other, guys. We'll see you again, okay? Peace.